Shit, what up, YouTube? Back in this bitch. Another talk with your boy Dab. Playoff Sundays just was today. I think we are in divisional rounds. Uh, Bears lost, Rams won. Who else? What were the other games today? Patriots won. Yesterday, the Broncos won. And also the Seahawks won. So we got four remaining teams. Who's going to win it all? Shit. I personally, I wanted the Bills to win. I like Josh Allen. I have no teams left in the race. I'm a Raiders and Giants fan, so yeah, I haven't had a team in the race in a minute. But fuck with Josh Allen. I thought he had the chance to do it this year. There's nobody really in his way, and I think that was too much pressure for him. He was dealing with a fucked up hand too. I don't know if it's broken or fractured or something. Shit happened the game before, and you could tell those fumbles. I think that was partially due to his broken hand because he just kept getting smacked out of his shit constantly, constantly, constantly. But we've had some great football thus far through these two weeks. I mean, the Niners Seahawks game, that shit sort of sucked, and what was the other game? The Patriots Texan game sort of sucked too, and it was still somewhat of a game at the end. But nah, yeah, it sucked. And we're sort of in a weird point of the NFL. I mean, historically, majority of the times, the best quarterback, whether they win the Super Bowl or not, they're in the running to be a Super Bowl winner, or at least a top five quarterback. And I'll say at this point, we have no more top five quarterbacks remaining in the playoffs. And you could argue, well, you can't even argue Bo Nix, or you could argue Drake May because he's an MVP candidate. Um, but I mean, skill level, I don't. I think Patrick Mahomes would be better. Lamar would be better. Josh Allen would be better. Shit, as a Giants fan, I think Jackson Dart's better. But just a lot of. There's not as much star power, I would say, going in right now. People would probably have Justin Herbert as a better quarterback going into. Talent wise, Drake May did his thing this year, but when it comes to talent wise, that boy Herbert is nice, especially in the regular season. But Drake got that dog in him. He's sort of like Brady. Like, he's not gonna wow you with necessarily game to game stats, but he wins. He's effective. He's got like a calming presence to him for a young guy. I like him a lot. I like him a lot, honestly. Uh, as a Giants fan, now I don't dislike the Patriots, but I like talking shit on them. But we also beat them twice, so I can never hate too much. And my brother-in-law is now my brother-in-law is also a Patriots fan. So shout out to Ramsey if y'all win. Shit, you deserve it. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to next week's Sunday football. I'm don't have any fucking leg in the race. I usually at this point am hating on the Niners. Like, I just won money off of them losing yesterday. Always fade the Niners in the playoffs. Whether they win the first game or two, they gonna lose the game that wins you the most money. So I always fade the Niners, and it's made me thousands and thousands of dollars over the year. But yeah, there's no Niners for me to hate this year. There's no Eagles for me to hate. Um, I'm sort of just, and I hate the Chiefs too. But honestly, whenever they would face the Eagles and the Niners, was going for the I was going for the Chiefs, even as a Raiders fan, just because Mahomes, he's sort of untouchable. But Saquon left my Giants, and man, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. And then the Niners Raiders, that's beef always forever. But yeah, shit. Just segue back. I just want to talk about about football. But had a great weekend. Saw my brothers from back in the sandbox days. Malik and Patrick. Also saw my brother Alex and my cousin Jason and my son Domi D Banky. But yeah, it was a great time. We went out Saturday, Friday, Saturday. We didn't really go clubbing or nothing. More just walking around, just drinking, doing our thing, enjoying our time, making jokes. the people that wanted to come back on some hoes, but I personally didn't really shoot many shots this weekend. I didn't see none that really caught my eye like that made me like, oh, she interested. I'm gonna be interested too, but that's neither here nor there. Might have ended not the best ways. Some people were salty that we were leaving early, but I mean, shit, we didn't have a ride, and I didn't want to Uber all the way back to from SF all the way home. And my cousin was willing to give us a ride. Oh shit, we took that. But it was a great time. Shit, my son African. That's what we call him. His name's Alex. But he's from the Congo. Adopted son, because he's really Kenny's son. Long live my brother Kenny. He's he was living with him for a cool minute, and that's how I know him. And always looking out for my brother. That's my boy. Like we've been paying for his shit for the last three times we popped out. He owed me like $300. I can't lie to you, but he in between jobs, and there've been circumstances where it's like shit, money come and go, but you're the people you look out for and shit like that. You would hope they stay around, stick around, and shit. I've always been the type. I don't necessarily need to have a lot of money in my account, but if I can, some way or another, I'm gonna make sure you good. Food, getting home safe, shit like that. Like I ain't gonna cash out. Don't think I'm a motherfucking. You feel me? I ain't gonna do nothing crazy, but my brothers, I'm gonna make sure they eat if I'm eating. You might not get the same meal as me. You feel me? I might get the nicer one, but you'll get a solid meal. I ain't shit. That's just how it is. That's how I was raised. Uh, I think sometimes it's to a fault because it can be too nice and too giving. And like my uncle, he's my boss. He's been telling me I got to become more selfish and worry about Zach. Stop trying to be too helpful with everyone. But I don't know. I think that's a quality that sort of makes me me. Stays true to who I am because I've always been like type that I want to help out people, help others out. Makes me feel good. That's just the way my mom is. She's a giver, and I think I'm a mama's boy, so I follow suit. And even my dad, he's a dickhead. He could like be aggressive with his giving, but nah, he's a giver too. And at the end of the day, we can't take none of this shit with us. I grew up in a wealthy family, but we had a lot of struggles. We're two doctors. You would think we wouldn't. My parents went through bankruptcy. All my student loans, I got a lot of student loans. They had to take out my college savings to put my sister through college because they were going through bankruptcy. And times like that, certain humbling experiences, especially because I did grow up very privileged, but see both sides of it, and then also family drama that certain people might not go through. And I feel like a lot of this made me stronger, give me better perspectives on a lot of things. Me personally, money is not my number one motivator. Of course, I want to make money. I want to be able to support my family and have a great life down the line. But I've learned chasing money don't get you too far in this world. Yeah, you can get all the money in the world, and a lot of them motherfuckers are miserable, sick, sadistic, fucking kids. Like, that's not me, man. I'm me. You know, the Warriors fan, the Knicks fan, the Raiders fan, the Giants fan, the Dabby Zach, the one that love his son Kobe. You feel me? Like, shit, I'm 1-1, baby. You feel me? I ain't probably if you want to be on a private jet with me, doing shit like that, going to different countries, we gotta work on that together. You feel me? I want someone that I don't call a bitch. You feel me? I call her my woman, my lady, and we build something together and get there. Shit don't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. All great things come in due time. So try to keep that thing in perspective. Always great hanging out with my brothers. Get your mind right. Get your soul right. Don't even need to do an extra shit, but it's being around the people that you love, that you've been around since shit, known them longer than I haven't known them in my life. 26 now. I met Patrick back in 2008, and it's 2026, so 18 years on the 18th birthday. Yeah, it's just crazy. Shout out my brother Pat, shout out my brother Malik. Shout out all my family, all my loved ones, all my brothers. Shout out Jason, Lil Dickolas. Shout out Africanto, kid from Congo. Shit. Shout out D Spanky, aka Mr. Steve Wilkos. Yeah, man, and I'm gonna start trying to do more, more chill, laid back, sports shit. I'm into the Warriors and the Knicks as well, if you guys didn't know. And we will still do conspiracy shit and political shit, especially as it comes up. But I want to start widening the range and doing more just of everything, talking more. I stream a lot. Madden is my #1 game. I whoop motherfuckers with the Giants. I might start doing 2K streams, but I don't like how in 2K you can only pick. Like I'm a Warriors and Knicks fan. I can only use them like once before I have to play like 10 games like with other teams in order to. It's some gay shit, bro. 2K ain't been the same since 16, bro. 16, 17. 17 was the last best one, but 16 is my favorite to this day. That shit was parking 2K16. If you know, you know, bro. I was busting full court shots for the green bean. Nigga, like, ooh. Shit was nice. Shit was nice. But yeah, man, I've been clear minded, doing well, staying on the right path, just doing my due diligence, putting my all into every day. And know what, even if you do slip up, if you mess up, that don't mean all the work you did in the past and you did to get here is negated, Life is all about going up, going down, trials and tribulations, success, failure, but you can't let one bad day ruin 30 good ones. Keep that shit in your mind. Don't be your biggest enemy, be your biggest supporter, be your biggest hero, be your biggest lover, Ain't nobody love you like you do. And shit, hopefully we all can find the one person in the world that we could love more than we love ourselves, and they could love us more than we ever could love ourselves too at the same time. So with that, I think I'm gonna call this video to a close. Just talking about, normal shit. And here with my dog, Kobe Bean Bryant. Nah, he's Kobe Bean Walkart actually. But yeah, I'm about to hop onto the Madden stream. If y'all want to add me, Dabby Zach on PSN and EA, all that, I'll smoke y'all. And shit, I just got the new. I lost my tops. The bottoms are cool. Hey, honestly, the bottoms VS. I got them like. I got top and bottom VS like 3 years, 4 years ago almost now. Maybe more or less something like that. And I lost the tops, bro. And I rebought them. I got VVS this time, so I'm bitch. Alright, let's see if we can. Let's see. They could hate wanna see me shining. I ain't get this shit on. Alright, we gonna end on that note. Love y'all. Dabby Zach out this bitch. Talks with Dab. Number 22 or 23. Michael Jordan. Bah, bah, bah. I'm out of this bitch.